it says that we're going to be exposing black leaders and the devil in power. Now, most of us see exposing, and you think that I'm going to get on here and start gossiping about somebody. I'm about to start exposing this one, exposing that one. I am going to do some exposing, but we're going to have to expose that one in the mirror. We're going to have to expose the devil in power within us. We're going to deal with the enemy today, but not the enemy, the inner me. Because that is who our biggest enemy is in 2018. And those black leaders that we're going to be exposing, those black leaders are going to be us, the parents, the community leaders, things of that nature, the teachers. See, those are the black leaders we exposing. Those are the people that have control over the community. See, you thought we was going to get on here and talk about the pastors and the presidents and the other so-called leaders. No. We dealing with self today. We dealing with self. See, the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us who the devil was. But most importantly, the minister taught us that self-improvement is the basis for community development. So I'm going to lay the foundation for who the devil is and how we address it as it pertains to us. Okay? The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the devil is a grafted individual. He's a grafted man out of the original. He's mankind, a kind of a man. Some of the black YouTube scholars say that he's a lower or full manifestation of our lower selves, our lower desires. And we can agree with that. So, in the Holy Quran, it teaches us that Allah was speaking with the angels one day. And he told the angels that he was going to place a ruler in the earth. And the angels asked the God, well, what would you place in it other than that would make mischief and cause the shedding of blood? And Allah responded, I know what you know not. What did he mean when he told the angels, I know what you know not? Why would the God place a ruler in the earth that would make mischief and cause the shedding of blood? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that the greatest experiments are the ones on self. Okay? And that from the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that the God created himself from triple darkness. And as he created himself from triple darkness, and we don't know how long it took him to manifest himself from that triple darkness. But once he did that, the first thing he did was examine himself. And when he examined himself, he saw that it was a feminine side. And then his next creation was the woman, the black woman, the second self of God. Okay, Brother King Cam, how does this relate to me. It relates to us because if the devil is grafted from the original man and we are the original man, then that means that everything that the devil does was something that was inside of you, inside of us. So if he's a manifestation of our lower desires, then everything that you see him indulging in is everything that we have inside of us. So we got to deal with self. We have to check ourselves. See? Because I see up and down my timeline blaming, pointing the finger to why we aren't successful. Pointing the finger to why we aren't accomplishing what we feel that we should be accomplishing. We always pointing the finger at the school system. Well, the teacher need to do this with my son, with my daughter. That's why they failing in school. See, we can't get and start our businesses because the white man won't give us no loans. See, we can't separate and do for ourselves because the white man this and the white man that. The white man that's stopping you from unifying together. See, every action, the minister says every action was brought forward from a conscious thought. So everything that you do is because your mind allows you to do it. Your mind is giving you the signals to do it. My hands don't wave. I can't brush my hair without my mind giving the signal to my hands to move. So it's the same thing. Your mind is what allows you to be successful in your actions. But we're too busy blaming somebody else for why we can't accomplish what we need to accomplish. We too busy blaming somebody else for why we're not seeing the success that we believe that we should see. We want to blame the black leaders. We want so-called expose on YouTube who doing this. See, we wanna sit up here and expose the black church. We talking about all the money that we gave to the black church. See, but the black church didn't put no gun to your head and tell you give them all that money. And out of that money that you was giving to the black church, how much of that money have you used to invest in yourself? See, we're not thinking about that because we don't want to look in the mirror. We don't want to look at the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. We want to blame the teachers. You send your children to school 6 to 7 hours a day, as if the school is a babysitting center, a daycare center for your bad children that you don't take the time out to teach at home, to help cultivate them at home so they know how to act abroad. See, so they know how to act abroad because the first learning, the first school is home. And the first teacher is the mother. But we don't want to be accountable for that. So we push the blame off on everybody else. We push the blame off on everybody else. Self-improvement is the basis for community development. So, how do we change the narrative? Well, we change the narrative by making better decisions. See, Jesus, whether you believe he's real or fake, don't have nothing to do with you running around here acting a fool. Whether you believe in the Bible, whether you believe in the Quran, don't have nothing to do with the way you treat your woman, with the way you treat your man. Don't have nothing to do with any of that. Because see, our mind is so sick. We're not well. We're not a well people. So when you're not well, you do things because because you're sick. And so understanding our sickness, we have to take our minds and they have to be healed. This is why you hear the minister talk about the black white man, because the white man don't have to do nothing to you, because the white man is in all these black folks. The white man is in all these black folks. Well, how is he in all black folks, Brother King Cam? Let me tell you. Because he's in your mind. You have his mind. Minister Nuri said we are not a body with a mind in it. We are a mind with a body wrapped around it. So if your mind is a European white supremacist mindset, then that's what your body's going to execute. The actions of said mind. Nobody made you go out and spend your money on weed. Nobody told you to get high and to be unproductive. Nobody told you to, when you get stressed out, to go out and buy Henny, to buy Remy, to buy Patron. Nobody told you on Fridays when you get your check to go to the club. Nobody told you to go out and spend $350 on Beyonce tickets. No, because you have the choice to spend $350 on a course that's going to increase your investment knowledge. You got the option to spend money on Jay Morrison Academy so you can get into real estate. You have the ability to take that same money and invest in a credit repair, a credit class that's going to fix your credit. So now you're able to maneuver in the world, and you're able to obtain different things. But you're not able to do that if you don't have the knowledge. But you choose not to invest in the knowledge. See, so we gotta stop with all this blaming. See, we gotta look at ourselves, because we are the reasons why we behind. We the reasons why we behind. You broke because you broke. Nobody got you messed up like that but yourself. You went out to eat, you went to Red Lobster, you did all that, so you had money. You went and bought the new J's, a lot of people about to cop the Concord, see? So you're gonna do that. But when it comes to taking a course on money management, supporting a brother that has an in-home banking game that can teach you about in-home banking, supporting somebody that has a book to teach you about entrepreneurship using the Stillway method, see, we're not going to invest in that. And then we're going to turn around and then we're going to blame other people for why life isn't as smooth as we think it should be, and that we deserve more than what we deserve because we haven't put the work in. See? So it's that mind. This is why Jesus said, be ye transformed by the renewal of your what? Your mind. Because once your mind is free, your body is free. And this is why in the Nation of Islam we teach the knowledge of self, because it frees the mind. Once the mind is free, now the person can operate freely. Now you can operate with the knowledge of that which allows you to obtain the things of the world. See, we want to blame the youth. A lot of the elders want to blame the youth for why they acting the way they acting, but the elders don't look and say, listen, you've been on this planet 50, 60, 70 years. You ain't built no business for the youth to come in and be employed. You haven't built no generational wealth for your children and your grandchildren to be employed. So your children and grandchildren have to go and look to the world now to try to get some money so they can be able to take care of themselves and get the desires that they want. Because you weren't on your job, but you want to condemn them. That's why today all that has to stop. That's why today we holding everybody accountable. That's why today, when those black leaders I talked about we exposing, is you. Because you the leader of the family. You the leader of the community. You the leader of the Sunday school. Let's head over the children and the youth. See, so if we're not giving them that proper self-knowledge, then how are we then going to expect them to move beyond what they see? Because they plastered with white supremacy 24/7. We send them to school 7-8 hours a day with all of the white supremacist educational curriculum that they have. Then they come home and then they watch it on TV. They want to be rappers and entertainers and things that they see on TV. They listening to you while you listening to love and hip hop and things that degrade black women and black men and everything that's socially and sexually or unbecoming. All of that's being taken in, and then you wonder why your children acting the way they acting. You wonder why the youth are acting the way they acting. So we have to now take the responsibility. Take responsibility for our actions. It's plain and simple. A sister posted on her YouTube, she posted on her Facebook about a teacher being fired. About a teacher being fired for telling the children or a child that Santa Claus was not real. And do you know, on this sister's page, her comments, the first thing people jumped to do was say, it's not his place. It's not his place to tell the truth. See, we got to dig into that. It's not his place to tell the truth. So he's supposed to let a lie just fly on by because it's not his place. So that just shows where our mind is at when it comes to lies, that we accept lies on a daily basis because it's not his place. And that's because we liars. Minor liars who've been taught by major liars. See? So I understand. You a liar, so you don't mind, people lying to your children, and you don't mind lying to your children yourself. But now is not the time for lies. Truth is on the scene today. The naked truth is on the scene today, and it's chasing down that well-dressed falsehood. It's chasing down that well-dressed falsehood. And if you continue to lie to your children, when they get older, they are going to call you a liar. Because children aren't stupid. And we tend to believe and, tend to treat the children and talk to them as if they don't understand and they can't figure these things out. But when they see you breaking your neck to get them everything that you never had, instead of teaching them what you never knew, woo! I'm gonna have to tweet that. I seen that somewhere. I can't remember where I seen it at, but it was that's a bad one right there. We out here breaking our neck to purchase our children what we never had, instead of teaching them what we never knew. And in the same time,